sound of your voice makes me weak. All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know what set me if it could flee. Me have to take away myself. Me have to take away myself. Me have to hide like a thief in the night. Me have to get out of sight. Me have to take away myself. Have to take away myself. I have to utilize my wings. Show the eye clean where I is. I said, yeah, I find you very hard to resist. But this relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play me, I play you, but soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away myself. May I feel take away myself. May I feel hide like a thief in the night. May I forget out of sight. May I feel take away myself. Take away myself. I have to utilize I wings. Show the eye a clean berries. I say, yeah.
Well, I take this one as a bless up.
Been it, done that, don't need it again.
Yes. Welcome to another Real Stuff podcast. And this is yours truly, Franco, along with Flavius in
Flavius,
Jamaica.
yes,
How you doing
and
this morning?
Fields and Mary.
How you doing this
Well,
morning, sir?
we're doing very well, except that we are still on lockdown,
Mm-hmm.
and it should end this unless they change their mind. But we are still trying to cope with what is happening. Restrictions here all over the place.
Okay.
But I think people are in very good spirits.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of release some of the restriction last week to allow us to go and get some food and medicine and money
Well,
to
that's
buy
good.
the food and medicine.
That's good.
Yeah, so people are not starving anymore.
Mhm.
People are crying about that, but it should end some I think Thursday, but the whole country is going on a very very strict lockdown for the weekend because Labor Day weekend. So I guess the Prime Minister don't want the partying and the gallivanting and all that. So I think the curfew starts at 3 o'clock to about 8 the next morning for a few days,
Mm-hmm.
and then they will relax it now, and curfew starts at 9 and end at 5. So you have more time to work, more time to do what you want.
True.
So we are hoping that we will be out of our lockdown
Mm-hmm.
so we can move around freer. But the sun we have a little sun peeping out. It's been very bleaky for the past few days.
Mm-hmm.
And let me say a good morning to all of our listeners, everyone, good morning. And, all those people listening, and, tell your friends, share this with your friends. If you like what we're doing, share it with your friends. That's all
Absolutely.
we ask.
Absolutely. I see you give
So
a
I am
weather.
going
I
to
see you
move
give a weather
straight.
update a while ago. I likewise I have a bleaky
Yeah.
Monday morning, and of course you know that some of the restriction have been lifted today. So America takes time
Okay.
going back
You too.
to work and things like that. So
Mhm.
let's see what happens
Yeah.
by the end of the week. So
Yeah. Yes. Some assessment can be made. Yes.
mhm,
Yes.
mhm. So we're gonna kick it off
Yeah.
with another Pamal this morning, and I was going through the album over the weekend, and I really like this album. So I'm gonna play a track from it. Then we come back, and you go into your Did You Know, and then we hook up with Teddy Laidley this morning
Yes.
for the Monday currently. All right, so
Really, really current. Yes, really
mhm.
current.
So
Give us a snapshot of where we are.
mhm. So
Go ahead.
You and your smile hold a strange invitation. Sometimes it seems we've shared our dream, but we're time after time in a room full of strangers. Out of the blue, suddenly you were there. Wherever I go, you're the glow of temptation, glancing my way in the gray of the dawn. Always your eyes smile that strange invitation. Then you are gone. Where, oh, where have you gone? How long must I stay in a world of illusion? Be where you are, near yet so far apart. Hoping you'll say with invitation.
The problem
yeah,
I keep,
later on we're
it
going to
seems
give you
like I
more.
keep
Later on we're going to give you
continue.
more from Miss Pamal. So in the meantime, let's bring in Flavius so we can give you Did You Know? Yes, Flavius. Flavius.
Yes, listeners. This morning are moving. We are moving to another of the Caribbean most popular games. Something that the English brought with them, but we took it and redid it our way and became their masters. I'm going to give you something you might not know because it was so long ago. It's about George Alfonso Atlas Edley. And Atlas was thrown in there because the West Indies team was so weak at the time. And they said he had to carry the team or the whole world on his shoulders when he was batting. And he was that, he was that great. George Alfonso Edley, ODMBE, was born on the 30th of May 1909, and he left us in November 1983. He was a West Indies cricketer who played 22 tests, mostly before the Second World War. Considered one of the best batsmen to play for the West Indies and one of the greatest cricketers of all times. Edley also represented Jamaica and played professional cricket in England. West Indies had a weak cricket team, though most of Edley's playing career. As their one world-class player, he carried every responsibility, and the side depended on his batting. He batted at number 3, scoring 2,190 runs in tests at an average of 60.83. And I must point out that is the highest average of any West Indian batsman to date. All the greats that came after him, none has achieved this. His first class average was even better, 69.8. He was chosen one of Wisden Cricketers of the Year in 1934. And I must tell you that the reason why Edley's average was so low is that they asked him to play after the Second World War when he was injured and past his best. And he became the first black man, remember this, the first black man to captain the West Indies team. He's a man of first, the first black man. All the other West Indies captains were white, and he was the first black man. Now, a little about Mr. Laidley. Mr. Laidley was born in Panama and not in Jamaica, as most people thought. He was born in Panama, in Colon, because his father was one of the workers who was building the Panama Canal. His father's name is the Coachy Laidley, and his mother, Irene Roberts. Neither of Laidley's parents was from Panama. His father was from Barbados, and his mother was from Jamaica. They went over there to help in the Panama creation, the Panama Canal creation. Okay. Laidley was a mere boy of 19 when he made a double century in 2011 in his first international series against the English Lord Tennyson's 11 at Savannah Park. The chocolate baby, as he was dubbed by the crowd, went on to make 176 in the first test against England in Barbados in 1929, followed by 2 centuries of 114 and 113 in the third test match at Bournemouth Ground. So that would make him an immortal at Border. Fittingly, it was an epochal moment in cricket history that capped that eventful decade with Laidley's unprecedented and immortal 106 and 107 at Lord's in the famous first test versus England in 1939. Now, being immortal, if you make 2 centuries or more than 100 runs in each innings of the same test match, you are deemed immortal. Now a little about Lords. Lords, the Englishmen revered. They say it's the home of cricket. And they fight fiercely to protect all the games that they play at Lords. It's very special for them. They don't like to be beaten and they don't like to be outplayed. And that is brought out at Lords when Laidley became the first player in history to be immortal at Lords. Laidley was always up against an Australian Don Bradman, and they used to call Laidley the Black Bradman. But in other circles, they used to call Bradman the White Laidley. Now, I was privileged to go to Lords in the winter, no cricket, but just to visit. And I went to the tuck shop, bought a few stuff, memorabilia, and then I went upstairs to the members' stand. And at the end of the stairs on the landing, I looked in front of me, and there was a big photograph, and words above it read, George Laidley. And below the photograph read, first man to be immortal at Lords. Can you imagine a black West Indian given that position at the white English people, place where they revere more than anywhere else? That just show the quality of George Headley. So George Headley, with a lot of first man to be immortal of Lords. He was the first captain of the West Indies, black native captain of the West Indies. And he carried the West Indies and the world on his shoulder with his batting. And his record is there. You can look it up. His record is tremendous. And him having the best average of any West Indian player from that time until today. That's quite an achievement. But as we speak about Lords, we're just going to roll on to, we're just rolling on to something else that happened at Lords at a long, long time after, 1966, and it's dubbed one of the greatest partnerships in Test history. West Indies won the toss, and they made 200 and something all out. Then England went to bat and made 300 and something. I mean, they're fairly even. England a little bit ahead. Then West Indies went to bat and went down to 95 for 5. Just a few runs more than what the English score was. So it was on everybody's mind and lips and whatever. This is going to be a devastating defeat for the West Indies. All the top batsmen were out back in the pavilion, except one, Sir Garfield Sobers. And when the last recognized batsman left the wicket, and the bowler came to join him. When the bowler was coming in, Sobers went and met him. And this bowler was David Alford, playing in his second test match, not known for his batting at all. And he was Sobers' cousin, young cousin. I don't know what Sobers said to him, but he probably said, "We have to do it. No one is left because the other bowlers who to come cannot bat at all. They could not make any runs." But suffice to say, Sobers and Alford saved the match. By making 259, a partnership of 259, an unbroken partnership. Can you understand what the English people felt, the team and the spectators? And on the other hand, how the West Indian crowd reacted. That was one of the great comebacks. Sobers made 163 not out, and Alford in his second test match, 105 not out. That was tremendous. So that's our Did You Know for the morning. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment. And if we come with Did You Know that is not correct, please let us know.
And in case you didn't know, now you know.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna play some more music, and then we're gonna link up with Teddy this morning. So sit back, relax if you're drinking your coffee or your tea or having breakfast, and enjoy the Real Stuff podcast with Flavius and Franco this morning. Our special guest this morning is none other than Karl Russell, a coach out of Rae Town, Kingston, Jamaica. We're going to be linking up with him later on in the show.
Okay.
When it was just me
go.
Yes, my listeners. Welcome once again to the Real Stuff Podcast with Franco and Flavius this morning. And on the line, we have with us none other than Teddy Laidley in Jamaica this morning.
Uncle Africa.
Teddy, how you doing?
Well, like I said, I give it good thanks. I'm walking upright, so that is the greatest thing.
Good.
You know? Just, yeah. So, how you? Flavius, how you doing?
I'm not bad at all.
I am good. We don't have no sunshine this morning in Miami. Kingston 21 don't have no sunshine. So
We can send the summer now. We can send it. We have it abundantly here.
I know that. I would glad for some.
Yeah, well, as I said, there's a lot of things happening over the past weeks here, and the big issue that is taking place is the over 1,000 cruise workers that the current government is saying that they were not aware of. And come on, my thing is, come on, you drop the ball, say you drop the ball, because the opposition said it to them almost a month that they had information. Such person were coming. My question is, if you were able to assist persons stranded overseas and you bring them in on a flight, then why would you not prepare for the cruise worker? That's it. That's all my thing. And you know, my thing is that I keep on saying common sense. True. Know the people, the persons are out there. Then you make preparation. My case in point is just always make things very simple. You know, the hotels are currently closed. There are hotels that have almost 1,000 rooms. Then, between the Ministry of Security, the Ministry of Health, the Ministry, and the hotel, the Ministry of Tourism, you come together and say, well, okay, fine, let us use a hotel. No, there are quite a few hotel workers who have become unemployed because of the situation. You bring in the kitchen staff. The farmers are complaining that there's a surplus of things. Then you make arrangements to say, okay, fine, we're going to bring in food, we're going to bring in the kitchen staff. The government said that they're going to compensate hotel persons who were become employed. Then you also said, all right, since you come employed, come in, we're still going to pay your money. So at least you have persons preparing for food and looking about other things.
True.
It's not rocket science. It's just like, for example, they're giving out money for the Compassionate Act, right? It was distributed through the Western Union, who Grace Kennedy is a franchise holder. No, my argument, Grace Kennedy came out recently and saying that they need space because the lines and things getting overcrowded. They use a popular entertainment spot in Kingston called Mass Camp.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
No, the contention I have it again is very simple. Next door to Mass Camp, you have the National Arena and the National Indoor Sports Arena, right? Both are covered areas. Both are adequate seating. Only common sense. You have persons line up out in the sun, lining up and the windows open for people to get money. Couldn't you, as the government now, could simple well say, along with Grace Kennedy, right? To say, well, set up station inside the National Arena and Indoor Sports Arena. Simple. All you have to do is use one as a holding area and one as a processing. Okay. And in the meanwhile you're doing that, you also grab the opportunity to start test person. So
True.
at least you can boast to say that how many persons you have tested.
True,
Because
true.
at least have a control environment. The persons are there waiting. At least they can be tested, right? And then you can, okay, fine. We have tested how many persons, so we are able now to boast to say we are flattening the curve.
Logical.
So simple, as I keep on saying, common sense. You know have a control environment. You know a comfort space. Why is it that we're treating our working class this way? To give you some money, you have to stamp it out in the sun and bleach. Yeah?
And Teddy, how much money saw them getting?
It's 10,000 Jamaican, equivalent to about 75 US, 74, 75 US.
Wow.
Right? No. My argument is, it's simple. Go, if you're going to give in terms of the compassionate, right? Because these persons who are standing in line, waiting for this $10,000, I stand corrected. These are able-bodied people who can stand up for 3-4 hours.
Okay.
So my thing is, these are people who are unemployed, not unemployed from gainful employment. These people who don't work, right? No, my thing is, you should have gone after the people who have made a contribution to the statutory deduction of the country, the people who are paid. Go to those people first. Apart from that, go to your vulnerable. You should have at least look at the pensioners, look at the persons who are physically and visually challenged. That's my mode of contention. Go to these persons first. Go to the people who have been paying taxes, who make a contribution to the. But you know what? Everybody have them agenda.
True.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Everybody have their agenda. No, you have for example, I don't know, but I have not heard a representative from the ODPM, which is the Office of Disaster Preparedness Emergency Management. No, if you're saying that this organization only deals with physical disaster and we have a pandemic, why is it that this is an opportune time to bring this organization in place, for give some training, to give some insight on logistics, to know, prepare them for a pandemic? That's my thing. If you have this organization that does emergency for physical disaster, we have a problem. Why have we not then bring them to the table and say, okay, share with us in terms of your logistics and your planning and your strategies when you have a natural disaster, because a pandemic take the same pattern where you have to move people around, you have to deal with logistics and so on.
True.
I don't know. Virgin is like, for example, now the banks in Jamaica are complaining a lot of scamming have been taking place with online. And then you're saying you're giving persons money and they must have an account. Persons who do not have an account will have to go to a remittance company. Now, you have the Ministry of Labor and Social Security should be more involved in the whole distribution logistics. I think what happened, and I stand corrected, a committee should have been in place where it pulls in everybody. Because all I keep on seeing is the Prime Minister and the Minister of Health at press conference. Yes, fine, give us an update. But let us hear my argument. Let us hear from the technocrats. Let us hear from other persons who are in the field. Let at least it give you an assurance that something is done.
Yeah.
Yes, the prime minister is important, but yeah. Hello, are you there?
As you mentioned, logistics. Yeah, man. As you mentioned, the 2 points. One, the Caribbean Maritime University teach logistics. So we're not engaging some of the senior students to come and help in that area.
That's
part of the army, the whole army thing, the army.
Flavius?
That's exactly. Yeah, I think he's keeping up. I think that is it. Bring persons who are in the trenches. Bring persons in the trenches.
You mentioned something, Teddy, about testing. How many citizens have been tested so far?
Well, things. No, that is they are saying that over 2 persons, but my bone of contention is it's simple. If you centralize the distribution of the funds, take it away from the several Western Union outlets, centralize it, like I suggest, at the national arena along with the international arena. Whereas if persons are going there to collect money, because one of the big problems they were saying that many people come there, do not have proper ID, did not bring their reference number. My thing is very simple. You use the JUTC buses, which is the metropolitan buses, and you said to a person, now that school is out, we have more buses available. And you said, okay, fine. You're going to transport people as long as they can get to the transport center in Kingston, then we transport them over to the national arena. Mm-hmm. My thing is, before you get on the bus, then you've been questioned. Do you have a reference number? Do you have an ID? Right? Mm-hmm. So the reference number is sent to you by phone because we live in a technological. So therefore, almost everybody now in Jamaica, you will only find a very few people you find in Jamaica do not have a phone. Sure. So therefore, the number should be on your phone. So you show me the number on the phone. Now, with technology that we have, the person who is doing the dispatch should have reference number along assigned with the phone. So therefore, the minute you show me your reference number and your telephone number, is like I can then tick off and you go on to the bus. When you reach to the center, what basically would happen? Do you have an ID? Now, the main source of ID in this country is passport, driver's license, and voter's ID. So therefore, you should have this set up for those 3 organizations. PICA, which is the passport office, KAJ, which is the tax, and EOJ, which is the electoral. Mm-hmm. So therefore, the minute you get off the bus, and the first processing is what form of ID are you using? And if they said, I'm using my EOJ, it means then it confirms with the EOJ representative and you go and sit down.
Sure.
While you sit down, then we do a test. So at the end of, if 20 or 10,000 persons turn up for the funding, mm-hmm. because they're on record, they have 350,000 persons to be given cash grants of $2.5 million. Mm-hmm. Then at the end of the day, if each day 10,000 persons show up or 5,000 persons show up, then I have a sample size that I can say that we tested.
Yeah.
Out out of that 10,000, we have tested 3,000. So at least now we have the curve, because at least here's the good thing about it. We have information on the person we are tested, because the information is there, meaning everything is computerized. So every person that we tested, we know where they live, their names, we have a demographic on them.
Yeah.
So in the event that they get sick, then we can know. We drop the ball. The problem is that we drop the ball because, never had a pandemic before. We had the SARS, we have the Chick V and all of that. And we do. What we should have done, we should have learned from those, put certain things in place to say, in the future, if anything like this ever to happen again, we are prepared. And again, yes, they are doing a good job. It's for example, you're saying it's mandatory that persons wear the mask in public. My bone of contention, you should have put that in first. Because if you said this is transmittable to speaking, coughing, sneezing, then you should have put that in place first. Start a massive distribution of masks. And then and sterilization point across the city. So therefore, you don't have to lock down the city. So all you have to do is keep it open, because somebody needs to explain to me why the distance. If you're saying to me, common sense, this thing is transmitted via your eyes, your mouth, your nose. And if those areas are covered and my hands are sanitized, how me moving 6 feet away from somebody? Why?
That will prevent you from not catching it. That's true. Some good point.
But you have the mask on already, so that's why I'm saying it should have been from day one a massive mandatory to mask the society. So therefore, the government comes to the people and said, okay, fine. There are persons who are making masks. Make it and drop it off to the center and you get paid. Therefore, we don't have the kind of people wearing the dirty mask and the same thing there and there. So at least you can change your mask.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So it become So my thing is, instead of now the government is complaining that the over 100, the 1,000 cruise workers that is coming, we don't have finance. You should have hold back and bring in your people that is out ashore, vote for the cruise ship, anything there before you start distributing money. That is, it makes sense. You start giving away money, you turn around to say you don't have money.
When will these people arrive?
Those people should have been arrived yesterday.
Okay. So that means they're on sea coming in then. They're on course heading in. And what's the plan they have in place to check these people when they're reaching? Guys, there's 1,000 people just are coming. So what plan do they have to check and quarantine, whatever?
Well, naturally they're going to be quarantined, but my argument is that now the opposition is currently having an angle of the situation that they had a press conference viral yesterday. My thing is, the government should never find themselves in that position, whereas the opposition now have an upper hand on them with this. Because the General Secretary in Parliament made an announcement a couple of weeks ago to say that he heard that the cruise workers are coming in, what plan the government have in place. And the government is saying that we weren't aware of it. My argument is, even if you weren't aware of it, all I'm saying is simple. Use your resources and your power that you have been, and then said, find out, and let us put things in place. That's it. So the next time now, this big debate You would make a call to the pants down. That is all I am saying. Use common sense to prevail, and don't try Oh, it's not no rocket science. It's not no rocket science, and that's why I'm saying put together your best minds. Make the committee, I think, a little bit wider, because everything is not, as I said, start and end with you. Because sometimes you might have a good idea. I'll give you an example. Years ago, there's this aggregate place on the airport strip that export aggregate to the smaller countries.
Yeah.
The Sun and the and all of them, right? Little below Aberview, roundabout, heading to the airport. A hurricane came, hit down the wall. It was a brick wall to prevent the aggregate coming out on the street. Hurricane come, hit down the wall. They put back another wall. And next hurricane come and put down. Somebody, why is it that you guys still putting up a brick wall? And every time a hurricane comes, it's destroyed. Why not put in a chain link fence? Simple. They put in a chain link fence, and after that, every hurricane comes, nothing happens.
Okay.
Come on, sense. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, putting up a brick wall to say, oh, you're preventing anybody to come in and take the aggregate. But the question is, it's not good for your business. A brick wall is not the best thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because now when a hurricane comes, it goes through the chain link fence because it's water. It does much damage. So you have less damage. So this is what I am saying here. Sometimes listen to the common man, because he is there. He's in the trenches. It's just like, for example, the bars and the church were scheduled. Some of the churches opened yesterday. I mean, our churches did not, because of the stipulation. My thing is, the church alongside with the bar are not essential right now. Let us focus on the small and medium-sized business. Let's get them up.
Mm-hmm.
That's my contention. Let's get them up. Let's get the economy side, because remember, the church and the bar is where you're going to spend your disposable income. It means that out of after I pay my rent and pay my whatever, I'm going to pay a tithe. The bar is after I pay my expenses and buy myself a drink. So why is it you are opening up things that does not generate money, things that take money?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Get the small businesses. Get them up again. Get them rolling. Those are the things that you should concentrate on. Don't come to me that you're going to a 2 weeks trial run with Barrel and Church.
Well, as I had said to Flavius last week, the bar is a man, as him come out of quarantine, him go run, go take a drink, and then go to church, go pray. That's exactly what I go at.
Well,
the thing with me more concerned over, and they mentioned it early, and it seems like no one have been tested then in Jamaica.
No. There are tests being done. But the point I'm saying here is make the test mandatory. My argument is, it's simple. If you get a people to come for money, as a result of me giving you the money, I have to test you.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I don't have to go.
And your numbers will be going up to, in testing. People, definitely say, well, all right, nothing is wrong. Getting a test, forget your little pension.
Yeah, so I don't have to go out in the field, because the good thing about it, the people who are coming to pick up the money come from a sample of the field.
Okay.
they're coming from a White Horse section. Because, for example, at the national, at the mass camp for the collection, and they're going to be there until, I think they said, until the end of the month. They are saying persons from Kingston, St. Andrew, St. Catherine, which is Portmore, and St. Thomas. No, that is a good sample. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because when they come, they address where they're from, put you in a sampling. So today, yeah, at the end of the day, you can say we tested 2,000 people from St. Catherine, 1,000 from Kingston, 800 from St. Andrew, and 900 from St. Thomas.
Yeah.
So we have the sampling right there. So I don't have, in terms of the manpower and the machinery, to go out into the field. So it's like the saying goes, if Muhammad, the mountain can't come to Muhammad, then Muhammad go to the mountain.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. It's not no rocket science. Use the opportunity to do the testing right there. That's it. And then also use that to find out how many persons are diabetic. Because all I'm saying there, while persons are waiting to process, you get an opportunity to test people for hypertension, it tests people for diabetes. So at least then we now have something, because persons might not be able to test. And that's it. While the persons are waiting to be processed. And that's the reason why I'm saying you use someplace like an indoor where it is comfortable. You're not even going to put on the AC. You can put in fans and leave the door open so the wind comes through. And so while people are there waiting, you get a chance to educate them, inform them about the politics. Because you have an audience in the waiting.
Yeah, man, that's your thing.
You have an audience in waiting right now. And then also, the other good thing about it is that you can also do the care package there.
So Flavius, why you and Teddy not tell bro God this, man?
Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you what happened. The government started out with a plan, and their plan is to do as little work as possible.
Okay.
Their plan is to, if they find a case, they do contact tracing, and they find the people who are positive from that. And they did not expect to do any other work. Now, when the call center broke out and they realized that contact tracing is useless, they didn't have a plan B. They didn't know what to do or how to proceed.
Well, which is
they are feeling their ways now and making a mess of the whole thing. That's what they're doing. Because you cannot contact trace if you have 800 people going into taxis every day. You don't know who's in taxi with them, so you can't trace anything. So you have to move now to, as Teddy says, to the general population. Yes, the general population more, because you don't know where this thing went to.
All right, Flavor, just to add to what you said, when they were going for persons at that BPO over in Portmore, one of the workers said one thing, which was so relevant that they didn't understand. Check this out. When they work at the BPO, they transport you home at night, right? Now, they're saying for persons who work at center, they must come to the center to be tested, right? Because it means she's there. No, the girl said it's normal. Same way you drop us home at night. Why then, if I am positive, I am going to take a taxi to go on a taxi to go to be tested. When within that taxi, just like you said, I can pass it on. Why then now, since you know where everybody lives, why not then send the buses to pick up people individually, right,
Yeah.
on the bus, and then take them, right, to where the ministry is at the BPO. Test them there, and whomever is found positive, then you contain and then you move them to the quarantine, and then the rest is sent back home.
True, true.
Why is that going to tell me to come on a bus? And then when I finish, going back on a bus. You know what I
If
mean?
that person infected them, they'll spread it some more.
Exactly what she's saying. And this is the point that we were saying, the common sense.
But Teddy, it will be better if them go to the house and do the testing because the rest of family will be there and just test everybody one time.
There you go. 6 1 half dozen on the other.
That's another good point too.
Yeah. And so at least you can break it down. You know how many persons are in that household, how many persons were tested, how many persons going to the follow-up. Right? Simple as that. And then at least you can, and then now you look at the condition of the household to say, well, okay, fine. This also, we have to move persons out because it's not conducive for quarantine. Too many individuals are here, so therefore we have to put you now at the government quarantine. Simple. Simple. So if it's a girl and our granny or girl and our mother, then there is enough space. But if she have 2 children plus our brother and sister, then that's not sufficient space. And so therefore, a decision will be made now. We have to move persons out. You know, brethren, I am disappointed. I'm disappointed. You know, just like I mentioned, you have trained persons in logistics. You have the army. And all you're doing with the army is just doing police work. You understand? And you have the old BPM who is strategically right across the country because every parish has a disaster preparedness committee in it. And so therefore you should be leaning on the committee to help carry because they have data, they have information. You know? So
well, this trade the logistics, you know. All armies are. And we're not using ours. We're using ours as policemen. We're not using what they are skilled for.
Yeah, that's what I am saying. You know, we're not utilizing, and it's like years ago. This is a bit off, but they were looking at the whole issues of gang in school and so forth. And I approached the JCCF, which is Combined Cadet Force, and said, well, okay, fine. Use your cadets as frontline responders in the case of emergency within the community, and then use your cadet force as a disciplinary thing. So persons who misbehave and bully, you go into the cadet force. You want somebody to bully, or I turn around and say, well, okay, all bully have to face the cadet force. They want some people to bully the cadet. And say, oh, bet you will survive, right? And so the thing is, what I was suggesting is let the cadet force become an integral part of the school system. Let every one of the boys and girls who come to school, right, must wear their cadet uniform. So there is always a visual presence in the school. They are they work long time with the dean of discipline. So any issues are taking place in school, you can easily identify a cadet, and a cadet will then take it from there. So when you walk into that school, you see a replica of the dean of discipline. The cadets must be, their uniform must be wear every day to school. And you compensate them, you know, whether it's free lunch or something, but give them a reason to be part of the dean of discipline.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, trust me, that fall on deaf ears. That's the sad situation in our country, but fall on deaf ears.
Well, I guess them have to use these crews these guys on the cruise ship coming in. You have to put them logistics skill into place when these guys come in. Do the same thing. Those who have them family, get in touch with the family first and find out if some of these people can stay at home. If them have the space to quarantine them at home and things like that.
That is what one of the members of the opposition said.
Mm-hmm.
Get the manifesto, because every ship, like plane, have a manifesto, and you do your due diligence.
True.
Whereas you find out, are these persons can quarantine at home? If not, then go on to, and like I said, the hotels are down, so you have enough space.
Mm-hmm.
You can spread, right?
Yeah.
Bringing back the cook. You see, if you're saying that the hotel workers are unemployed, bring them in. So at least properly hot meal. People are complaining at the hotel that they just knock on your door and just leave the food on a chair. Come on, that's insensitive. You tell me, if you glove up a master, out of courtesy, knock on the person's door. Because if the person alone in the room, whether with their cell phone or with their iPad, it's a welcoming feeling when somebody can handle your food and said, "Here, thank you, how you feeling?"
Yeah, man, a true
You know,
thing.
not only in a room all by yourself, you can't talk to nobody. You watch TV or whatever, and all you hear knocking for the door when they come outside, nobody, you just hear food so long, sir.
Mm.
Even prisoners, share with each other. The one good thing I glad about is that, for example, the prison system, the junior minister is saying that they put things in place right away. So everybody must mask up and right short, you must have sanitary portals across the prison, because what he said is very factual. The COVID cannot come inside there without coming in from
Water.
the water.
Yeah, the water.
So far, no cases of that. Once you come into work, you have to be tested.
Yeah.
You have to be sanitized. So the portal are strategically placed around that. Once you conduct anything, wash your hands, change the gloves. Because people are complaining that, the same gloves that they use to talk and touch something is the same thing they might use for food and all of that, and that was not right.
Okay.
That was not.
So right now the prison system is in good hands then so far.
So far, there is not an outbreak, and it's so that within itself, and we're talking about from the juvenile center to the adult.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to give commend where it is due. So the prison. So the other areas that we're also doing well are the homes, both the children's homes and also the what we're calling retired kind of
nursing home.
Nursing home. The numbers are not alarming.
Oh, that's good.
So we're not saying that the government is not doing a good job. What we're saying is stop the blame game. That's all I am saying. Just get it right and continue getting it right.
True.
Some simple logistics, and just let's put things in, because we all will suffer and we all will benefit.
Yeah.
And my argument is, get the small and medium-sized business going. That's where, right, what we're saying, getting people back to work. That is what is important, right? And again, I applaud the mandatory mask in public, right? But we need now to sell some of the masks that I've seen outside there. We need to have it standardized. Because some people have the one that you do when it's in body work and car and all of that, and some of them not good. And I've seen people with some dirty masks and all of that. Question: whether you can afford it or no? Here, you're supposed to be drop off.
Yeah.
My thing, the government's supposed to give like the police at both the checkpoint or the police in the vehicle, you know what I mean, gloves and masks. So if you see somebody out in public, instead of talking about, oh, why you not wearing a mask and rest, you give them a mask and tell them put it on right away. We must be proactive, not reactive.
Yeah.
So all the police vehicles, them, along with other checkpoints,
should have masks.
have masks.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because I see them doing it in New York Park the other day when people were coming back out. You know, some people didn't have on a mask, and police were issuing out masks. So that's true.
Well, just simple little things like that. So if you have a confrontational kind of thing, you just say, look, here's a mask. You stop a vehicle, you check it, you look inside there, person not wearing, you say, do you have a mask? No. Okay, fine, here, put it on right now. Simple as that, before the vehicle drive off. You can take it off when I go on the road, no matter to me, but the fact is the matter is that you have it. You have it. That is
but Teddy, I am seeing where a high percentage of the people are wearing masks. Yeah, but they are wearing the mask around their neck.
But let us be practical here. Remember, you need oxygen. You breathe out carbon dioxide, breathing oxygen. My thing is, from time to time, you do need to remove the mask to breathe in proper air. Come on, that's reality. It's reality. My thing is,
it is very obvious, that the mask is very difficult to wear. We know that.
No. What we're trying to say is that many of the masks, that's the reason why I pointed out we need to have a standardized mask. Because some of the things that some persons are wearing does not filter into some way that you're getting in oxygen. That's the point. Yeah. You're breathing back your carbon dioxide. So that is the point.
And that will kill you, yeah?
You understand? There you go. So we either come up with, because I hear they have this N whatever mask or whatever. It's either we say, okay, fine, this is standardized mask. But it can't be, everybody is weird. No, it has to be standardized right across the board. So my take on it is that, okay, fine. You wear this mask, but after this is a standardized mask that's supposed to be out in public. Full stop. So therefore, the government either provide it or we commission persons to make it, and this is the one right across the board with everybody. So it is breathable material. So therefore, you breathe out carbon dioxide and breathe in oxygen. That's it.
Teddy, we thank you very much for the Monday current report of what's happening in Jamaica. Really current. Okay, so we're looking forward for some positive by people hearing you talking about this. Maybe the opposition and the government. The opposition can bring it across to them more, so them can start, get them things going. Because we need all of these things to be put in place, especially 1,000 cruise member coming in. And I mean, if they're infected, nobody knows yet. And all of this need to, to be done with the proper logistic in place so that these people can be tested, and who get quarantine and get everything going. Mm-hmm.
Just say we continue to flatten the curve. So far so good. That's what I'm saying. We're doing well, and this is the point I'm saying. It's not that we're doing a bad job. But we can do a better job.
We can do an excellent job. Yeah, man. We can do better than that. There's been a lot of misses. I've seen it too, and I've heard a lot of people, complain about it. There's a lot of misses, There's some good and there's a lot of misses as well.
We can do better. We can do better. Like I said, we're just keeping it real. We're just talking, just common sense, That's all we're saying. Just use common sense. Just listen to the man in the street. Listen, listen to the voice. That famous song said, listen to the voices.
Listen.
Absolutely. And that's all we're saying. Listen to the voices. The voice alone cannot just come from you. It's not start with you and end with you. Mm-hmm. And I'm saying you're bringing other persons to the table. If the ODPM, EPM are not there, bring them to the table. Bring, yes, the Social Development Commission is out there, but let these things be more visual. Let be a more integral part of the everyday life. We must see these organizations working. These organizations be part of the solution to the situation that we're now facing. That's all I'm saying. Bring more people to the table.
True,
you know what I mean?
True.
And this power and church thing that we're talking about with this, we don't. Those are disposable income places. We need places that generate an income.
Absolutely, sir.
That's what we need to put back up. Places that generate an income that say, yes, I can start earn again. And look at creative ways we can make things happen again. That is what is important for us now as a people.
I agree with you, Ted. I agree with you, sir. 100%. Flavius.
Yeah, man.
Are you there with me? All right. So, Teddy, until next Monday, we'll listen for you again next Monday right here on our podcast. So take care of yourself and your family as well, all right?
Same place, same time.
Yes. All right. Take care now.
All right. Bless my brother.
Thank you very much. And that was Teddy Laidley, really talent slot.
So
and he will be with us every Monday, giving a snapshot of what is happening in Jamaica, the Caribbean, and elsewhere.
All right, then. So we're going to bring in Karl Russell. So in the meantime, just feed on some music. We call this one One Drop of Love that we need right now.
Make the world your vision, break down every barrier. Look and see with your heart, we're no different from each other. If you live and you love, it's a blessing that brings us together. Together, one drop of love, one drop of love can move a mountain. One drop of love can turn rain into sunshine. One drop of love can make a baby smile. One drop of love can lift our spirits high. Love begins right now, so give someone a helping hand. Equality for everyone, moving in one direction, building trust for a solid foundation. Willing hearts make a stronger nation. Ooh yeah, one drop of love, one drop of love can move a mountain. One drop of love can turn rain into sunshine. One drop of love can make a baby smile. One drop of love can lift our spirits.
One drop of love, that's all we need. We have with us this morning a special guest. I'm gonna introduce him. Karl Russell, the founder of Nacismento Kickstart Football Academy in the community of Rae Town, Kingston, Jamaica. Karl started this project 4 years ago with 18 kids, and it's now accommodates 65 kids. Their ages are from 5 to 12 years old. Karl, welcome. Welcome, sir, to the Real Stuff podcast. And this is your morning to tell them your story.
Yeah, blessed love and give thanks and praise unto the Most High,
Mm-hmm.
Get this opportunity to, showcase or explain how
Yeah, tell
you,
me
you
how this thing here started. This can you say you started it 4 years ago, and
yes,
it's now we have 65 children involved, age between 5 to 12, and you just added like what I see like three females as well.
no, we have about 9 female,
Oh, so it number jump up now to 9. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, man, we have
And I
9
see you have a
female.
female, like a female coach or assistant with you as well to help you out with the young ladies.
No, well, I want to tell you, I don't really have no one around me as such, but as I say,
Mm-hmm.
I try to do it in a particular way,
Yeah.
different from other coaches, what I'm
Okay,
saying? Because
true.
you have a lot of people don't know how to handle kids, and them have a different approach than me.
Mm-hmm.
I know can angle in 40 of them by myself because it's a long experience, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But going back to when I started 4 years ago, I remember it was like from a long, long time growing up in Rae Town, in and around the Rae Town area, because I really grew up at South Camp too, but Rae Town was my stomping ground playing football for Nacismento Football Club.
Mm-hmm.
And the kids, the academy is a brainchild of the Nacismento Kickstart Club, you know what I'm saying? Nacismento Football Club.
Okay.
So over the years, I always say, boy, like coaching, I always want to give back.
True.
So I say, all right. One day I saw some guys, little kids, and them say, coach, can come coach me? I said, coach what? So them keep on nagging me, and then I say, all right. Then I check a couple of friends, I have a friend named Barry Bogo is a very good friend of mine, a JC pass student, very influential, very nice person. I always say, Russell, what I'm seeing you, them, want me having a ball, and I say, no, and him say, I'll bring some ball, then him bring about 10, then the next time him send down about 5, and, we start to have about 20 balls.
Wow.
So we start say, what? So we decide say, we're going to ask some parents to get them kids involved. And we go around and, through me as a coach, I'm a long time within the community and people know me wide and large. Them started bringing them kids and some people ask me if I charge a donation or what is what. And, I said, no, just come and then some people say, no, man, you waste time, Bridget. No, man, you charge them $2. I'm going to say, all right, come. I take 5. So I want to tell you, there's an inspector, she like $1,000 for a kid. You know what I'm saying? Each Saturday. So I just really do it on a Saturday morning, specifically. So meeting a couple of the parents, one-on-one, and then I invite them, to come and see what I'm doing and if them like it, you know what I'm saying? And they come and they say, yes, they see one of the main important is about how disciplined they were.
Yeah.
That is my key, ingredients when to get them disciplined. Because as I said, you might get you might say, for instance, have an assistant, but they come around and they might be playing around. Me can't do the playing around. I'm a serious person when it comes down to the work.
Yeah.
You understand? Remember, we're not getting paid to do it, but because of the love, me serious. And then helping these kids is not about football. It's about life skill, life learning, because it's a journey, and it starts somewhere. And when I was a little boy, I never have the privilege, like, to wear football boots at a tender age, like 5 years old. And that's not barefoot. With Franco, and Flavius. In Jamaica, you have to kick barefoot until while somebody spot you and say, well, look, you can play and get a boot. And somehow you save a little money and buy a football boot. But now,
the barefoot authentic, that really start everything.
Yeah.
You have to get to kick it with a barefoot and all them things.
Right. So,
But I maintain, that why the people can't kick the ball properly now is because them don't have a relationship between them foot and the ball.
right, and even the ground too, the surface, the levelness, yeah, get that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it was like I was reminding the kids them that right here where we are training, here is where I first learned how to pass a football. Right here, so we call it crab hole in Rae Town. Just on the same road where the famous Olits music, started. You know what I'm saying? Right there. So
Bunny,
it's not like,
Bunny.
eh?
Bunny.
Yeah, near Bunny.
Bunny.
Yeah, man. Nah, man, Bunny.
Yeah, man.
You know? So we're just saying that these kids now, after we start out with them 4 years ago, now I usually have some friends and some people who usually pass by on the highway and see me and them would stop and say, Coach, your kids them this, and I say, yeah, and say, and I would say, boy, you're trying to get them off the road and trying to get them out of gun crime. Because I know in Jamaica, if you don't stand up firm with these little kids, if you get loose, them will be the same one where you have to say, hey, boy, so you try your best. And somebody may stop by and them say, Coach, we'll give you a ball. I say, thank you very much. Some even come and them say, the $3,000 coach, I'm carry to the kids them and show them and say, see, somebody say to give them this. You understand? So you go buy them this, look up a porridge like every Saturday morning. We give them fruits like apple, orange, banana.
You don't know what these we are going training. We don't get them things there.
No,
we're lucky if we get an orange from the coach.
No, we don't get them.
You have to carry your own orange and you provide this for them, which is good. This is like incentive for them to come back next week. That's good. That's good.
Well, this is one of the things with them, with the kids nowadays. If you're not encouraging them, I tell you, And then, as I say, I personally, even now at in the COVID crisis here. I visit some of them and give them some stuff, like some soya milk with a few cakes and, give them a little goodies, from my own.
That's good.
Own side, from own pocket, you know what I'm saying? Just to make them know that coach still, regardless, and it's really the one that I really can't find it. I have some can't find it, while some can't, you look out for the one them who them really period. When you go and look at how some of them condition, you have to say, wow, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you're trying to give them that encouragement so them can, uplift themselves because them say that somebody really check for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Because these are kids that they are very vulnerable and, if you don't counsel them proper and if you don't guide them proper, them can easily misled, So what I try to do is even encourage them to read.
Yeah.
Do a lot of reading. When you have spare time or when you're at home, you try learn to read, and even when them come, you try test them too. Who was reading and who weren't. Me not say you can know. But some kids were really them inclined and them there's a Saturday I want to tell you. I never remember a Saturday that I don't turn up since this COVID year.
Yeah.
This is the first time we ever stop for such a long period. This is from March 6th, because school closed on March 5th. So from March 6th, we don't even train.
Okay.
I have to visit them on March 6th and call some of them and tell the parent that based on the government guidelines.
So you've been more than a mentor to them, man. Seems to have lost Karl and Flavius, so we're going to get them back on the line again and continue with the conversation.
Make the world your vision. Break down every barrier. Look and see with your heart. We're no different from each other. If you live and you love, it's a blessing that brings us together. Together. One drop of love. One drop of love can move a mountain.
Yeah.
Yes, we're back with Coach Karl again on Flavius. Yes, Karl, continue with your story.
Yeah, so along the Rae Town belt,
Mm-hmm.
you have Manly Meadows, you have the South Side area, and you have the wider part of Harborview. You know, what we do, we're trying to develop the kids and getting some feedback because I'm trying to get in contact with some overseas club. This is one of my main dream right now, to get one of these youngsters in a club in Europe, even to get them in an academy, you know, even for a week, even for 2 weeks, even for a month.
Let them show it
You know,
or like, okay.
That's one of my, and what I want to do, I'm trying to get it organized to Altamont Butler, former player that I usually coach, you know, back in the days, a former Jamaica national, and he's the first Jamaican player playing the MLS in America.
Okay.
So you know, I think he was on the line a while ago. That's why I would chip out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, can them keep abreast, and them always love to work with the kids, or I work with the kids them, and you know, the development with the kids them, because a lot of them making strides, and I know in the next, I tell you, probably in the next 2 to 3 years, you might hear a couple of them name out on the under 17, you know, national team. Like I know we have Dante Thomas. He's attending Vauxhall. I know he's switching to St. George's College because Bertis Bell love him. And we have another one who is Toad's son. Yeah. His name, like too much trouble and talking. He's now at Mount Pleasant.
Okay.
He's one of the better boy out of the academy.
So when I do so far? When I gone so far?
No, I want to tell you, is they view him as a nice player.
Hold on, stick up in the car. So you have scouts who come and take kids from out of your group and take them to bigger club? Oh, okay. Because you mentioned this kid at Mount Pleasant, and I want to know how him reach Mount Pleasant.
What happened is him get vexed one day and leave and go and play for Brownstone in Kingston, Brownstone over Dunkirk. So I never have no problem with that. I usually represent them also. And Mr. Flavor was my coach too.
Okay,
you know,
yeah.
Respect Mr. Flavor. You know, so what happened is somehow them see him and him give a little problem, you know. And somehow them see him and they take him and have him. But he attends Rallington Town Primary. So what he do on the weekend, him go down and play. So I think September coming now, I'm going to fully enroll at Mount Pleasant. You understand?
He's just a primary school student?
Yeah, man.
Well, him a big stride, man.
Yeah, man. I'm a very good player, but as I say...
Flavius, like father, like son.
Yeah, man.
I'm a very good player. But in different from father, when it come to discipline, kind of man who taught as a man where misbehave when me I grow and I come up as you. You understand?
No, man. But
him can't play a big man, you know. That little boy, you know. We can't say that. He can't play any big man. You understand? Very good boy. You know, but discipline is the main problem. Discipline is the main. Because he went out to Harborview, you know, and the first day him go out there, the people them run him. Want him talk and that, and he don't want nobody tackle him, and you know, kids them different, you know. There are a lot of kids. I have one now, he's 7 years old now, TK. I usually coach his brother, Laroon Brown. And TK is one of the best 7-year-old in Jamaica.
Okay.
Very good. If you look on the picture we have sent you with when they're in the blue, the smallest one you see in your right at the picture in the front row, the smallest little one in little in a body. Him is the one. Little, but trust me. I like to see if I could get him somewhere in Europe because any of them get him, I know say he's going to be something. Trust me, very good. At him little age, very quick, smart, strong, brave. Brave. He's very brave. And this is what, and then my coaching style to the youngsters, them, them always say, coach, this new, I would say, yes, and, I will explain to them why we implement it to them so early, because there's certain technique that you don't gravitate to it so easy when you get past 17, Yeah, you have to learn certain technique from a very early age, even like 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
That's why I find some of the players them internationally like Xavi and Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo and Neymar and these players them start early, start to touch the leather from very early. So it's coming like a part of them, you know what I'm saying? A part of them where
they're not afraid of the ball. They're not afraid of the ball.
Right. If them sit at the ball, them compel the ball, and them can tell the ball anything them want to do, and they do it. You know what I'm saying? Because, them grew up with that, everything with ball, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to my personal thing in terms of development, I like to observe. I am a very observant type of person. I like to observe, and if I see this youth kicking, and him not kicking it, him kick 10 ball, I won't just stop him right away and I go and watch him and see how well him kicking. And if him not kicking it the proper way, then I will go to him and show him again and then watch him. And then when he start to kick, I will just give him thumbs up. But some coaches in Jamaica, our coaches, them is like them, hey boy, you that way, not kick the ball better. And they will get up and show the youth. You understand? And then you have some curse the youth them and tell them all different type of things and them to get discouraged. Now, I remember around 1992, there's a German coach who came here, and he was saying the same thing, that when he realized that the Jamaican coaches, them are always shouting to the kids, and them say the kids, them can say that the kids look frightened, because when we hear they say, hey, what are you doing? Stop kicking the ball, boy. So he was saying that the proper way is to get to the child and tell him that you're getting there. Come on, you soon get there. You understand? We forcing the child to do it, and that, remember, as a child, you understand, he won't do what you want him to do at that level, but by explaining to him and show him how you have to go about it, then he learn. But some scared and him doing, but I want to come back on more football training. These are some of our coaches, and then them call themselves big coach.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, all right. You see plenty of the coaches them in Jamaica will call themselves big coach. I can tell you this. If you give them a under 10 team to coach, they made hurt them.
Flavius.
They made hurt them.
We were talking about that the other day.
They hurt them because, one, they don't have no patience. And two, they might have similarity with tolerance, but they don't have the tolerance with the age group. You understand what I say? Because they might be tolerant with a Manning Cup team.
No, but you have to call a spade. They're just not capable.
Right. That's what I'm talking about, and then them call themselves the coach. This is the thing, some of the kids them get. Me says get a couple of kids, and after them win Manning Cup, them I tell you, them good. Oh, so me take me first, and win the cup, and I say, hard, some man a struggle. But you get a ready-made team. You take nothing. All you have to do is just look at polish it and you're good. Because if you're smart and you're clever, what you do, you run back some tape. You don't have to watch all of the game then. Just run back some tape and look what the team did do the season before. Right? You can say, all right, based on the amount of players you have back for this season, you know what to do. Because it's not that you have good players, you have good quality players. Just you know how to blend them and play the right team and play the right players in the right position. You understand? Yeah. What with me is all about the discipline. And going back to my academy here, Franco, the kids there, and in particular the girls. Why I involve girls is because, most of the time, some girls always pass and them say, coach, you coach girl, I'm say, yeah. Because I think it's just pure boys, because the boys start out first. Then we start with a couple. So we have Polky, we have Phoebe, these are the better one. And we have a next week a Beanie Baby one. What happens is now, my former player, Donovan Technical, Dean Lontian, he's coach for the director of coaches in Chicago. So there's a program that him link up with the former American captain, female captain. She run an academy, but she keeping she's supposed to, she should have 3 camp this year, but I know like the COVID now, everything like a crash, because what happened is they were looking at one of my girls to come up for like just 3 weeks. The only thing that they won't be doing, they won't be paying our plane fare. Our father, he will be fine in the plane fare, but they'll be taking care of all the necessary things, every other thing,
That's
food, transportation, this, that, and then we get like pocket money.
That's good.
So, why I really want, I'm penetrating this young miss. She's a primary school student, She plays for St. Richard's Primary. Very intelligent little girl, very bright. So she now, she's not really the better one in terms of put on the ball on the ground, but her basic understanding, and you can reason with her, and she'll have a better conversation than the next one. The next one, who is Phoebe, can play well, very skillful, but her discipline is when I work on now. Come even tell her mother that Phoebe, when you're talking to her, she would just stand up and just set up her face on school. I just said, "Oh, we coach at her." You understand? So you want kids that if you're going to send them somewhere, the people them going to say, "Well, Mr. Russell,
well disciplined and thing, yeah."
Yeah, and them going to say, "You can't find no more of them little girl here." You understand me saying? So these is the quality we are searching. You understand? Not saying that Phoebe can go later on or she can't get involved. As I say, she's still in a grooming stage. Because them young, only thing that she's going high school. She's in third form of class.
The thing, I want to ask, so you train both boys and girls together?
Yes.
Okay.
And what we would do is at times we'd make the girls, most of the time when we are in our thing, we make the girls play against the girls. Then sometimes we'll put like 2 of the better girls play against like 3 of the younger set, like the under 8.
Yeah.
Because most of the under 8 them can play, so we make them play against them. I give them certain things that they're not supposed to do. You understand? Because sometimes them, boy people them know why you block them as girls, and them want as a tackle. So you have a talk to them and tell them no, it's not about that. At the same time, you can't tell them to don't tackle.
In one of the group picture, I see you have a female in the back with you. That's why I was asking if you have an assistant that is a female.
Oh no, what happened is, she was at the end to my right in the picture, right? And she had glasses.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at the picture good, that tangerine house you see at the back of the picture, behind us, it's her house,
Okay.
and she's a parent.
Okay.
So she always give assistant. Her husband is a soldier, and she's a teacher. She teach at what you call it, early childhood.
Well, that's
So
good.
she's one who always admire, and she always say, "Boy, coach, you do it, you're great in the coach. Respect you, boy, God must help you." You know what I'm saying? Charles just say that. Say, "Why he's a man for the kids. He say love children, coach, and why anything." So from time to time she come and say, "Coach, never don't know where you want to bring back faith to them," and so. I mean, tell her say, "Coach, you don't want nothing." So no, I'm a good man. Anything I bring back for them. So you know what I'm saying? Because I them, I really them. You know what I'm saying? So I have to look out for them on a basis. But as I say, being the person who I am, in the community where people know me for more than 30, 40 years, them trust me with the kids, and me trust them to where them can trust me. You understand? So the level of discipline and so forth, it really shows.
Post COVID, what are your plans?
Well, right now, I'm getting a little feedback where I talked to a lady, lady friend of mine, who she really make my mask. So I'm asking her to make at least around 20 to 25, 30 masks for the first,
Okay.
and I would give like to the specific group, and I'm going to give them in colors too. So
Okay.
each color would tell the time they are going to turn up. So because I want to be really to start with 5-5, in a 5-5.
Oh, yeah, break it down
We're
into smaller
starting.
groups.
Yeah, we're going to start. When time we have start back, we're going to start back with 5.
Okay.
We're going to start back with the bulk kid like the 20 and so. Because say these things are serious thing, and kids are very vulnerable.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have to be careful, and we as parents, you now go want something where you don't want to give it to your kids, you know what I'm saying? So you have to have the best possible way how you can be with these kids. But as I say, my precaution at the same time with the mask, we have my sanitizer and gloves. Can we have gloves? We have a lot of them stuff that we need to have from couple time, and then you teach them about social distancing and all them stuff.
True,
Hygiene, but on a basic level, I always teach them that day one. Day one, I ever tell them that don't put your hand in the dirt, take it in your face, wash your hands properly. You know what I'm saying? When you sit up, and I try to teach them because, as I say, most of them don't really get certain teaching at back home.
You're more than a
They don't
coach then. You're more than a coach. He's also a mentor,
that I'm going to tell you this. Sometime before the COVID, that January, February, they did have some February. They may have some little football extravaganza put on by the politician. Them it was Miss Imani Duncan, that is DK Duncan daughter, one of his daughters.
Okay.
So I was sitting down. With some of my, couple a little smaller kids them, and she was there. So I saw her, she walked in, coming over to me. So I was wondering, what now? It's come over. She introduced herself very intelligently, very intelligent. And interact with her, tell her my name, and she was asking, how long I'm here, and I tell her with the kids them, and so I was telling her that. She was asking me, say, so who sponsor you? And I say, well, I have some friend who sponsor ball, and they send boots and for the kids them, and we have to get bibs and cone and those stuff, as equipment to help them progress and so. I said, really, that's really nice, And she said, how far I live? So I said, I said, in Jackson. And she said, what? So you come here every Saturday? I said, yes. She said, boy, she said, what? He's an unsung hero. Yeah, really good man, because if all these kids looking up to you to come, you ever sat them up, and you must be something good, and she said, she would be coming back to look for them, and so I was saying to her before she left, I said to her, Miss, if you're going to do something for us, I'm not asking you for money, but one thing I would like to ask you to do, if you could fence the field where the fence a little up to my neck, as it can just come and jump over the fence and vandalize it, and it has two tall net to avoid the ball from going on the road.
Okay.
She said that she was coming back 2 weeks time to come and visit you, but at the same time the COVID thing just come here and stuck everything. So, but she give me and take my number, and she on the WhatsApp. So from time to time she asks me how the kids are doing and things. So I telling her, so I was explaining to her that when the kids them, when the COVID kind of take a little ease, I want to get them where she can come and come and visit them. So she was saying that she want to come and visit them to, interact and hear the growth as kids and so forth. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't mind if she even carry some package, because I really want that. That's when them come, them can go home with something that them on. You know what I'm saying? Because, I youth and the hero It's even nice. I mean, sometimes them I look for me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because me know it go with kids. Because sometimes them I go, man, they have one named Gianni, one of my favorite that. Him good I go JC. I would take Gianni now and say, Gianni want anything? And he said, no, call him. I said, Gianni, after what treat so this man, you know, want? And he said, no. But this is how this little boy react. He's not a beggy boy. He's not, if he's not hungry, him not gonna say him hungry. You know what I'm saying? So, him always, like, him close to me. When time I go and drop him home and, you know, and me call him father, I call him mother and say, Gianni, reach home and so, you know. So them look up to me on a level, you know, and our next baby one, him is about 4 going 5. You have all the way in above you.
So you keep
I
them
just
that
put
oh, all the way in above
No,
you.
yeah, it's only 2, you know. It's
Mm.
only 2. And plus, remember now, my little nephew just joined it and him is 5.
Mm-hmm.
He was the first one in the family to join the academy. And there was no one in the family joining the academy and him know recently, you know.
Okay.
So I try get a boom friend supposed to bring a boot Tito from Connecticut, you know. Come and tell him about him and he said, work hard. So this is how we do it, you know. We love kids and it's nice when you can look at them when them just start, when they make the first step. And when you look, you see them start to make many steps, and then you see them start to make many strides. You know, it kind of give you the love there, you know, and the joy there. You remember when him couldn't walk and a creep him there creep, you know what I'm saying? And know him can run. You
So
feel nice within yourself, you know?
you follow up with them academic work as well.
Yes. That is the paramount, you know, the ultimate, you know.
Okay.
Because what happens is most of them, as I say, I always tell them about reading and so. You see, anyone you see when you tell them about academics and him don't come back, you realize him don't into that.
Just
Because
want
some
play the
say,
ball. Him no want deal in a book
right,
work.
no, him no want in a book, him no want a reasoning. He starts training over, him want go away, him just want go away. Him no want hear what is all about for next week, or plan whether we are go somewhere go play, or we go Portmore, or, you understand? Him no want hear that. You know, so sometimes you leave them. Because when they get too big, them attitudes start to change, so you have to just leave them, you know what I'm saying? You know, you try your best with them. But sometimes you try your best and come like your best is not good enough, so you just leave them, you know what I'm saying? You know? So
That's
you
true,
can't make
man.
them you can't make the indisciplined one them come around and be around you and feel like they must be comfortable. Because it'll give the other kids them that leverage, they say, well, let me not go do that too.
True.
You understand? And that's not going to work with me concerned.
So
You
how
know,
involved are some of the parents? Are the parents? How involved are the parents?
well, I'm not going to say 100%, but 70% are the parents then, because even in the latter part, in the third year, you have some decent people who get them kids involved, you know, especially women, not even men, women. Get them kids involved. You know, some women, because them see them friend kids go prep school and them say, well, them son a play ball and she have a son. She want him come something. So she said, Mr. Russell, we don't want him in the house come turn a girl and them want him to kick ball and rough. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as a woman, so, you know, so it go with them. So I'm bringing, but we have a lot of them, but as I say, the support from them is good. You know, the parents, very good. Because any little thing, them will say, coach, what happened? So and so. And they say, I will get to you. And, you know, if we're keeping anything, some of them is the first. All them I say, coach, me I pay for 3 children. You know what I'm saying? So them look out. And, you know, you have to give thanks to that, you know. Because me just figure more or less, in the end, my blessing is from the Almighty. You know, it's not about material blessing and things. You know, that's not, you know, your reward come from the Almighty. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I always look out for kids. You know, all when they say that they're still bad and people say, Mr. Russell is bad, you know.
Yeah.
You know, because terminology are bad with me is different from how some people term bad, you know.
True.
You know, term bad can be good, you know, and then term bad. You know what I say? So sometimes you have to look and think, as I them say, It's like a man that tell about Cuba and I say, oh, Cuba one of the wickedest place and Fidel Castro did this and that. But when you go to yourself and see, you say, but wait, what am I say this about the man and what am I say this about the place and two different things. So you have to say, no, you have to do, what you see and you go to and know, you know it. You don't have a man telling a foolish thing. That's that,
Yeah. What
So
I,
it's like,
is the big what do you call it, the Nacismento club itself, is that any longer in operation?
no, a man asked me the same thing the other day,
Okay.
and he must say to me, which is Mark Cobran. From a Mark is
Yeah, I
the
remember
represent
Mark
Liga.
Cobra. I'm from Ligani. Yeah.
One Mark last son playing a chronics band, as
Okay.
a percussion,
Okay.
Yeah, so Mark I say, Karl, like we have them little youth, then them so good, get them in a competition, man, and things. Competitive wise, what me that do, me that get somebody to come coach them, but my coach them now, as somebody would have to come in like I, it's not some kind. You have to dedicate yourself, You have to sit to the youth them get this, sit to them have that, sit to them move on time, sit to them go to them bed, sit to them eat, sit to them this. Some man are busy about that, some man are look on the benefit where him I go gain and that me the end for. You understand? If me one of the things is when you play them in a competition and you want them outside, you want them in a Europe, you have to have them play in some game, film them, send them off to some clubs and various clubs. Suppose you target 3 clubs in a Europe, you send them to them and make them get the feedback and you understand. So that is the thing why I really want me to do a market say, but me personally wouldn't have the time to coach them.
Okay.
Not gonna lie.
For competition.
Main right now.
Okay.
Right. My main thing is to develop them. Never man who go coach, him coach them and thing. I will look and we make our assessment, our judgment and thing. We can get the support.
Okay. So you're just right now a development coach.
Right. It's a development.
Okay. Okay.
And I want to tell you one of the better development because many coaches don't have my experience. You know what I'm saying? And can me coach at all level,
Okay.
From the baby still go right up to big man. Coach right up to this. So you understand. But right now, I kind of think more or less for the younger youth them. Because me a man, when it comes to talent, we have very good nigga eye for that. You know what I'm saying? Very good when it comes to talent. We can spot talent. Yeah. When it comes to that, we can spot you. This is 6 weeks boy I play. And just one thing, I just say once you have one quality, we can tell you if this one can come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Always trying to do that. But going back to the same competition where we just earlier said, is this year in the December with our attack a Casafa and ask them for an entry. But we know say them want to tell me say we have Rae Town and we have Brownstone as geographical and we have Harborview way to the east. But what happens is Rae Town kind of did under some you call it now, 2-year ban or so. So them not playing in the competition.
Okay.
But I think what happened them little team, the under 10 team play in the cup that don't with them enter as Rae Town.
Okay.
Because I see here the Bell them Russell Bell, son, name on Naj, run an academy, same place down on the south side on a breezy castle there.
Okay.
So you have some guys there and some come out, so them like it and things. And them run a school, because Isabel have a school up in near to Swallowfield area there. So them go up and them go school in the morning and then come back and train in the afternoon and go play a game and thing, academy, So I personally know I will tackle them about it, because I talk to the president in January and things that play coming. So what if them don't do that, what would I do now? You have some academy between Kingston and St. Andrew and even in the country. We could have tried say we could have get to them one-on-one and organize a tournament. You start by even by a 1-day tournament, same place up by GC. Because what happening, Ballers handled by Andrea Virtue. Ballers Academy, what them call themselves now? Ballers Academy. So them now is a feeder to Ligani. You understand me? I said Ballers Academy is a feeder to Ligani Football Club now. Because him coach Ligani Football Club and them trained by JC. Because JC built a new brand field in Franco.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. These
Never
people
know
are
that.
brand new field. All right, this is what them original field now. Manning Cup field at the long time there.
Yeah.
Well, the field on at the bottom part is for Ligani usually play.
Yeah.
Them are all running track down there, so, you know.
Whoa. I used to play
Yeah,
upon that
man.
field. I used to play upon that field. We used to train,
That-
right?
that is
Flavius? Flavius.
Yeah, man,
That used to be our
the
field.
yeah, that is
Yes,
the running that is the Olympic style running track.
Oh,
Yes,
it
yes.
get that
One
big now.
nice track down.
Them make it that
Yeah,
big
man,
now.
one nice track, man. Nice track, man.
Yeah,
And you
man.
can skip down and thing, man. And games to play the man.
Three school like that now, man. Calabar, KC, and JC.
Right. Same thing, real flavor. Yeah.
Used
Yeah.
to be
Yeah, man.
our stamping ground, that, Seneca
Yeah,
stamping ground, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Karl, we're glad for hear the things where you're doing in the Rae Town community.
Yeah, man. For bless up all of the Rae Town people, them. You know, I'm saying give thanks and praise to them, because without them, it couldn't work, you know?
True,
Yeah,
true,
man.
true.
But Karl, let me just say a few words.
Yeah.
In my thinking, my personal thinking, this is not, I have nothing to do with anybody else at all, not even Franco.
Yeah.
My view is that all the academies in Jamaica and the teams in Jamaica doing them work for the wrong reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is trying to do some work to raise some money by shipping off people to Europe. I'm not against that in the broader sense, but I think it's a very negative thing to do, because I don't hear anybody at any point in time who is saying, I am starting this thing and I'm doing this thing to build football in Jamaica. And until we do that, we are just going to be, in football terms, a third world country.
Well,
My idea,
go ahead.
I start something again, like where we were at Seneca. Our aim was to get the team to an international level, not to get one and two people where you can sell and make a money, but have a team that you can invite international teams to come and play and be a international team in your own right. Mm-hmm. Nobody, including the JFF, is doing that, because the JFF is doing the work. It is doing the reverse. Them is bringing all these not so good players from all over the world to play for Jamaica, and the Jamaican players down here don't have a chance. Mm-hmm. So we have to correct about that part there, But no, we need to be building the academies to develop the football in Jamaica and the Caribbean. That's what we need to do. Yeah, because what is happening now, mm-hmm. What is happening now is that Europe is doing to football that it did to the whole Caribbean region in the first place, by coming, and Africa, by coming and taking away all your resources and giving nothing back. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. And until we get enough confidence in ourselves, mm-hmm. So look on track and field turn the corner a long time. The track and field, so them decide, so them don't need the US, them don't need nobody. We can do what we're doing here, and we have done it with great success. But some of the football people, them all I'm thinking about, is boy, I can't develop a player, for one player, and Liverpool buy him. I'm a millionaire. And that is the wrong way to do it, because what Europe is doing, Europe is going to every country and pick out the best people, offer them some crazy money that them can't say no. And what them doing, them downgrading the standard of the play in those countries. Look how far Brazil has fallen. Look how far all these countries have fallen. And that's because of that. Because we're not developing it within. We're not developing within. Any development is looking out. When we sending players to all the MSL and all these things, those are joke leagues. Our leagues would be better than those leagues. But we don't have that in mind, because all we think about is money that's foreign.
I think three of us. I think it's all is more than is a combination of things too, Cause you have some agents, it's like them inept towards certain things, you know what I'm saying? Them can't.
You don't need the agents, it's the people who own the clubs and whatever must put on them foot and say, we have to get football in Jamaica at a level where we can compete. Right now we can't compete with nobody.
But and then play what's watching.
A club team can't.
You know, all right. Look, you know why we have so much of them problems in Jamaica, because most of the guinea gag them who have money in Jamaica, them don't play football, or them don't interested in football. Not even them kids don't play football. The only time them kids play football is at the primary and not in primary, the prep school level. After prep school, they might go Manning Cup like Campy and the JC, the Woolmars, and by the time them leave Manning Cup, you never hear them name again. And then you hear them name outside of that is them own a big company and them start in entrepreneur. You understand me say?
That is why we have to change the whole mindset.
Then the president of football. The man don't have no clue about football.
Well, Franco.
Yeah.
I don't know if you hear the news last night, but there's a big thing happening now,
JFF.
Leon Bailey.
Oh.
Leon Bailey say if Jamaica don't reach the next World Cup, everything is on the JFF.
Yeah.
Because JFF doesn't have a clue.
Yeah.
The public statement.
Anyway, so the president come out last night and I look out against him.
But him right. The president don't know where, Madu.
Yeah, the president know him, Madu.
And the man, the president or the coach.
Yeah, man.
Because even
him right.
It's exactly what I'm talking about. Him say when him go to play a match, the coach bring a 7 new player.
In a World Cup qualifier.
Or you go and play with 7 men that you never see in your life.
You don't have there's no talk. We don't talk Spanish or Jamaican.
And you have play against man we have played together for years.
Yeah, you forget them.
What chance you have? And this is an international statement,
Of course.
Carried around the world.
Yeah, man. Carried around the world, man. Yeah. But
because in Germany they attack, Let me tell you.
People good at things. When they make a statement like that, them shouldn't make it. I'm telling you. He is a professional.
Well, the man make him make the statement because he was on the team for what? For a couple months.
Yeah.
And I guess based on the treatment and everything.
Must play with 50 different men already.
That's how him say that.
Yeah, then a whole season knows it,
True.
Karl, let me
tell you, 1874, Germany win the World Cup. And it's 9 months from Bayern Munich. When Spain win,
Even
Yeah,
when,
man.
even
Yeah,
when them
man.
win,
That's who
even
you
when them
got.
win 2000, the
Two teams.
2014 World Cup. That's the
You.
same thing too.
Yeah.
Mm.
You
But
have,
when
you have,
Spain win, two teams,
mm, Brian
it's
and
two
Ray.
teams. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's true.
every team when Italy was on top, it was AC Milan.
Mm-hmm.
The players came from. You have to have a core.
A core. Yeah, man. If you don't have a core, you can't go nowhere, man. You have to have a core with a belly bottom, you know.
Of course.
You have to have a core with a belly bottom, you know, so them man, you know, so them man, I go stand up. Yeah.
Anyway,
You have
Karl, I can tell you, this has not been released or whatever, but I can just say it, that we are coming with a new brand playing system within the next months.
oh.
When it's a new brand, I mean, completely different from the system that is played now, which has been playing for 100 and odd years.
Oh, okay.
We have a system that will revolutionize football completely.
Okay.
It's coming within the next few months, or release it in the next few months.
Oh, okay. I mean, we just supposed to get a blueprint.
Yeah, man. I mean, it is. Trevor can tell you, say it is tremendous.
Okay. What?
I have been developing it since about 1976.
Oh, okay.
Different portions of it, and it come to hand now 100% now.
Oh, okay.
With the football structure is completely different. The playing, the whole philosophy
Mm-hmm.
is different from what it is now.
Well, I even have a big problem with Jamaica because I don't know what philosophy we use.
No. But the point I'm making is that the philosophy that anybody use is just a little tweak of what obtained over 100 years ago. We have not strayed anywhere far from the systems that were developed in the 30s and whatever. We have not strayed from that.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a total new brand approach.
Oh, okay.
Football will never be the same again.
Well, more or less, me think so now, yes.
So that is what we're coming with.
Mm-hmm.
But anytime we put something down to start something with the youths or whatever, that I don't like to call coaching, because coaching has become a bad word now. As the people that are coaches, for the most part, don't understand that players need care.
But I just stick up it right. So my version I say them coach and know some stage coach.
No, let me tell you. My philosophy is that football, like any other sport, is not something that comes from outside of the person.
Mm-hmm.
The coach or caregiver have to know of the skills to bring it out of the players.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Up to last year, me hear some football people I said, boy, how come we don't have no more people like this? How come we don't have no more players like that?
Yeah.
And the reason is very simple. We start the coaching too early. We're not allowing them to play and bring the football out of them.
True.
And we have to say, you must put your foot that way. You must swing your foot that way. Everybody is different, A man can run different. He can approach different. All you have to do is guide him with the philosophies.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do. Bring the football up. Bring the football from within.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we will never get back any great player in Jamaica, because every what is happening now is that all we're creating is robots. Because there's somebody telling them No, don't do that. Me talking about from your kids' years. That's what I'm start telling them all these things.
Yep.
Don't make don't make them run up and down and have fun.
No. A serious thing that. That's true.
I have a thing. I ask Frank, I said it to you. Something that me call team fun. If you're not having team fun, it don't make sense.
Yeah.
It don't make sense. Yeah, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. And until we understand that you have to bring out the thing what's inside.
Yeah.
And then you will get all the things them like what, like look on Pele. Look, who they show Pele the thing? Rather than or Tega, other people who have it just natural. It just a flow out of them.
Yeah.
It flow out of them. Them so graceful. Beckenbauer and all these kind of people. Eddie do a thing that the World Cup that I have never seen done again, and I don't think anybody else can do it. I don't know if you saw it.
Wait,
When Under cross the ball to him, him one kicked in the pigeon.
Oh, in against Russia.
Yeah.
And most people.
Yeah, see a match against Russia.
Right?
Yeah, against Russia. Yeah.
Yeah, man. See that man? Me tell you. Hey, the man do that, man. The man. I'm not just playing.
Okay, I got a question. What foot him chip on the ball with?
I can see. I try to remember now. That's a good question. I don't know what it was so long. I do it for the right foot.
The right foot.
Yeah.
That is what everybody think.
Yeah. I'm spliced with the left foot and kick it back same time. We kick it same way with the left foot.
The ball don't even pass near right foot. And chip it up with him left foot and then kick it to him left foot. Which is unbelievable.
Yeah. It's
almost impossible.
At one time, it's a one motion. It's like a one-time motion. So the way him do that, it's like a one motion.
It pass him right foot.
And him splice it up.
But him do it in one motion. Him spit it him left foot, back of him left foot.
Yeah. That's the goalkeeper.
That is no, because the goalkeeper don't know what's happening. That is something you cannot coach. You cannot teach somebody to do that.
Yeah. You can't coach that. That is true.
And you must have seen Toast play.
Yeah, man. This is Toast play.
And everything that Toast do is unreal.
Yeah, Toast. All right. When me first Toast, right? When me play against him, me first thing say Toast is a Brazilian. That's where him walk. You must know. Yeah, and him broad come never. Me don't think that Toast is a Brazilian. Yeah, the way the man walk, and him two and man skillful, full of turn. Yeah, man.
Well, I can tell you categorically that him is the most skillful player Jamaica has ever produced, bar none. Nobody is not even half as good.
No, man, Toast is good, man. I tell you
not
that.
Even half as good.
Toast is good.
And him don't think about nothing when do. Everything just come out of him.
Yeah.
He just flow out of him.
Boy. You see him like a boy. Terrible little one. Terrible.
Coach and me, right? We have never been coached in our life. Never been coached in our life.
Okay.
All we have is what come naturally out of us. And playing together. And playing with a Bournemouth team that everybody was that good.
Yeah.
And everybody help each other.
Yeah, man, remember on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, play against Bournemouth team, man.
You did, eh?
Yeah.
It was not a nice task at all.
Well, listen to me, brethren. We're going to take the call off of the year. So we're going to wrap it up, yeah? When we can hold the line, we'll wrap it up and then we can continue. So,
come on.
What you want, you have anything for wind up with, Karl? Wind down?
No, my uncle I say give thanks and praise to the medium and sharing the opportunity, you know. And
True,
that
true.
it's more of an honor than a pleasure, you know what I'm saying?
True,
You
true.
have to give thanks to it and it's a joy, you know.
Yeah,
And
man.
much thanks, you know.
Every time,
Enlighten certain
every time, every time.
All I want to say, Franco, is that this young man is doing a tremendous work. As people who devote themselves to work for the kids and bring up the kids in the right way and help them to have fun with them chosen sports must be commended. But apart from being commended, whatever help that people can give to them, they should. Because what he is doing is creating a new generation of achievers. And he's saving many, 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 many lives. Because you know them say the devil, have work for idle hands.
Yeah.
When you make kids feel that they are wanted and they are achieving, them going to spend most of the time and thinking about what you're showing them and what they have next training instead of sitting down and planning to do wrongs. Because what you have done is what a lot of teachers in schools have not done. You have engaged them.
True.
And they like to be engaged. When you engage them properly, man, oh boy, that's the greatest thing in life. You're the greatest thing in life.
True.
Because them learning, them having fun, them mingling with them friends, and everybody happy.
Yep. That is the
And that's the key. That's the key to bring up kids. You bring them up in the right way, but you make them having so much fun. Them don't even realize that is work them do. All the work that you're giving them.
That is so true. Yeah, that is so true.
Easy because I'm having so much fun.
Yep. Yeah.
And I'm liking it so much. So I would appeal to anybody out there, who can help, and to other people who have some form of talent and want to start something in their area. I am saying, go for it.
Yeah, man.
I have done that a number of times. The results are very good.
Yeah, man.
And you feel a sense of pride.
Yeah.
If you can do that.
Yeah, man. That is so true.
Yeah.
It's so true.
So I commend you, especially a ear like that, because you know that I know that you're inside out.
Yes.
And that is not the quietest area.
True.
So when you can achieve that there, you're doing well. You're doing very good. And when the parents come on board, there's nothing can go wrong after that.
All right, that's true.
Because when the kids see parents supporting them,
yeah, man.
It feels so good.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, some youth ask me to coach where I am now. Some little youth, belong to this lady. And when we started and things started running, this lady usually wake up out of her bed 5 o'clock, this and that, and bring to them,
Yep. Yeah, because she knows them out there and the kids,
Own time. Yeah.
Yep.
So these are the important things that we have to look at.
Yeah.
And it's very important. Yeah, man.
Serious thing. Well, is a Hannah, man. And we can't help them.
Yes.
Really, really glad you came on this morning. I mean, we are very happy to have you.
Yeah, man. Respect and give thanks, man.
Yeah, man. Karl.
Yeah, man.
So as always, I tell you guys, always remember to take care of yourself and your loved ones, and always remember that prayer do changes things regardless of what religion you belong to. Continue to pray. So this is Franco, along with Karl and Flavius in Jamaica. Wishing you
respect and love.
all the best for the remainder of the day. Tafina.
And And where is Franco from? Because somebody was asking me where Franco come from.
Franco is in Kingston 21. Them call it Florida. So, Miami, Florida, I am. So until.
So you still die hard in your head then?
Yeah, it's still in my head, you know.
Okay.
No, a Teddy call it, so, you know. Teddy says, you know, Kingston 21, you know, the far. Just a plane.
No, man, that is an accepted thing from a long time, you know.
So
there's a different zip code, that's all.
Exactly. So Tafina, yeah man, thank you, Karl. Yeah man, guidance.
Don't know, bro. Yeah, give thanks. Yeah,
right,
flavor, no love and respect. Yes, sir.
Cool. Yeah, man.
Cool. Yeah.
So Flavius, you want to tell them anything before we shut down?
No, just the normal thing is that, you know, you maintain your social distancing, very important, and your mask, you know. We still don't know enough about this thing.
True.
Although many moments are pushing out, you know.
Seems like we have Flavius in a gut. Yes, sir.
But you know good for me. That's why me know send me a pick a flee. Me have to take away myself. Me have to take away myself. Me have to hide like a thief in the night. Me have to get out of sight. Me have to take away myself. Have to take away myself. I have to utilize I wings. Show the eye. Relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play me, but soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away